Annoying. Okay. I was saying, man, back when they're best buddies. Was this 2016? When Trump became president, and then President Obama and Vice President Biden. Probably.
Want to see the numbers, they already have the numbers, go very quickly. And they want to redo their legislature. Because many of these votes were taken, as I said, because it wasn't approved by the legislature. You know, that in itself is like, and then you have the scam. And that's all of the things that we're talking about. But think of this. If you don't do that, that means you will have a president of the United States for 4 years with his wonderful son. You will have a president who lost all of these.
So the states actually.
Where does this happen? I think this happens at Congress, right? Capitol. This is 2016. Well, 2017. Hold on. 2019 inauguration is 2016. I get one missing point from that. It is 2017. Wait. 2016, 2017? Oh, December 2020. Ah, yes, that's correct. Oh, well. Okay, could be better. I threw some.
You say they wanted to revote? No, that's a lie.
Or you will have a president, to put it another way, who was voted on by a bunch of stupid people who lost all of these things. You will have an illegitimate president. That's what you'll have. And we can't let that happen. These are the facts that you won't hear from the fake news media. It's all part of the suppression effort. They don't want to talk about it. They don't want to talk about it. In fact, when I started talking about that, I guarantee you a lot of the television sets and a lot of those cameras went off. And that's a lot of cameras back there. But a lot of them went off. But these are the things you don't hear about. You don't hear what you just heard. I'm going to go over a few more states. But you don't hear it by the people who want to deceive you and demoralize you and control you, big tech media. Just like the suppression polls that said, we're going to lose Wisconsin by 17 points. Well, we won Wisconsin. They don't have it that way because it was just by a little sliver. But they had me down the day before, Washington Post, ABC poll, down 17 points. I called up a real pollster. I said, what is that? Sir, that's called a suppression poll. I think you're going to win Wisconsin, sir. I said, but why don't they make it 4 or 5 points? Because then people vote. But when you're down 17, they say, hey, I'm not going to waste my time. I love the president, but there's no way. Despite that, we won Wisconsin. You're going to see. I mean, you'll see. But that's called suppression because a lot of people, when they see that, it's very interesting. This pollster said, sir, if you're down 3, 4, 5 people vote. When you go down 17, they say, let's go and have dinner and let's watch the presidential defeat tonight on television, darling. And just like the radical left tries to blacklist you on social media, every time I put out a tweet, that's even if it's totally correct, I get a flag. I get a flag. And they also don't let you get out. You know, on Twitter, it's very hard to come onto my account. It's very hard to get out a message. They don't let the message get out nearly like they should. But I've had many people say, I can't get on your Twitter. I don't care about Twitter. Twitter's bad news. They're all bad news. But you know what? If you want to get out a message, and if you want to go through big tech, social media, they are really, if you're a conservative, if you're a Republican, if you have a big voice, I guess they call it shadow ban, right? Shadow ban. They shadow ban you, and it should be illegal. I've been telling these Republicans, get rid of Section 230. And for some reason, Mitch and the group, they don't want to put it in there. And they don't realize that that's going to be the end of the Republican Party as we know it, but it's never going to be the end of us, never. Let them get out. Let the weak ones get out. This is a time for strength. They also want to indoctrinate your children in school by teaching them things that aren't so. They want to indoctrinate your children. It's all part of the comprehensive assault on our democracy, and the American people are finally standing up and saying, no, this crowd is, again, testament to it. I did no advertising. I did nothing. You do have some groups that are big supporters. I want to thank that, Amy and everybody. We have some incredible supporters. Incredible. But we didn't do anything. This just happened. 2 months ago, we had a massive crowd come down to Washington. I said, what are they there for? Sir, they're there for you. We have nothing to do with it. These groups they're forming all over the United States. And we got to remember.
Wait, what?
I'm going to get big mess of water.
Just happened 2 months ago. Incredible. But we didn't do anything. We have some incredible supporters that are big supporters. I want to thank that, Amy and everybody. We have some incredible support. We have some groups that are big supporters. I want to thank that, Amy and everybody. And saying, no, this crowd is, again, testament to it. I did no advertising. I did nothing. You do have some groups that are big supporters.
That's just a blatant lie. I've got like 5 or 10 different tweets where he's talking about see you on DC on January 6th. See you there, see you there, see you there. Like, of course he advertised for that. It's just not true at all. But okay.
To thank that, Amy and everybody. We have some incredible supporters. Incredible. But we didn't do anything. This just happened 2 months ago. We had a massive crowd come down to Washington. I said, what are they there for? Sir, they're there for you. We have nothing to do with it. These groups are they're forming all over the United States. And we got to remember, in a year from now, you're going to start working on Congress. And we got to get rid of the weak Congress people, the ones that aren't any good, the Liz Cheneys of the world. We got to get rid of them. We got to get rid. You know, she never wants a soldier brought home. I brought a lot of our soldiers home. I don't know, somewhat like it. They're in countries that nobody even knows the name. Nobody knows where they are. They're dying. They're great, but they're dying. They're losing their arms, their legs, their face. I brought them back home, largely back home, Afghanistan, Iraq. Remember I used to say in the old days, don't go in Iraq, but if you go in, keep the oil. We didn't keep the oil. So stupid, these people. And Iraq has billions and billions of dollars now in the bank. And what did we do?
This is how our president talks about foreign policy.
We get nothing. We never get. But we do, actually. We kept the oil here. We did good. We got rid of the ISIS caliphate. We got rid of plenty of different things that everybody knows. And the rebuilding of our military in 3 years, people said it couldn't be done. And it was all made in the USA. All made in the USA. Best equipment in the world. In Wisconsin, corrupt Democrat-run cities deployed more than 500 illegal, unmanned, unsecured drop boxes, which collected a minimum of 91,000 unlawful votes. It was razor thin, the loss. This one thing alone is much more than we would need. But there are many things. They have these lock boxes, and you know, they pick them up and they disappear for 2 days. People say, where's that box? They disappear. Nobody even knew where the hell it was.
Is 2,000 Mules about Wisconsin? I wonder if he's referring to that. Oh, okay. It was 5 different states. Gotcha. Arizona, Georgia, Michigan, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin. I wonder if that's what he's referring to for this.
In addition, over 170,000 absentee votes were counted in Wisconsin without a valid absentee ballot application. So they had a vote, but they had no application. And that's illegal in Wisconsin, meaning those votes were blatantly done in opposition to state law. And they came 100% from Democrat areas such as Milwaukee and Madison, 100%. In Madison, 17,000 votes were deposited in so-called human drop boxes. You know what that is, right? Where operatives stuffed thousands of unsecured ballots into duffel bags on park benches across the city in complete defiance of cease and desist letters from state legislature. The state legislature said don't do it. They're the only ones that can approve it. They gave tens of thousands of votes. They came in duffel bags. Where the hell did they come from? According to eyewitness testimony, Postal Service workers in Wisconsin were also instructed to illegally backdate approximately 100,000 ballots. The margin of difference in Wisconsin was less than 20,000 votes. Each one of these things alone wins us the state. Great state. We love the state. We won the state.
Just as a quick thing, just like a little stats thing, if you understand statistics or numbers, there's a lot of stuff you can understand or debunk just by knowing, just by like understanding how numbers work. Like there's one, I wish I could remember the name of this thing. There's a really cute way to go through data for like reported days or whatever, and you can just look at like either the last letter of somebody's name or like the day of the week something's reported on, and you can tell if the data is likely fabricated or not. There's a whole bunch of little stats tricks like this. Something that I talk about a lot for like medical research when it came to the ivermectin and hydroxychloroquine thing, the way that you could tell like a lot of the studies coming out from that were bullshit is, might be Benford's law maybe, was if there was a large study that came out, okay, you've got something called effect size, right? Which is basically like how much of an effect does a particular thing have? What's the magnitude of the effect that a particular thing has on another thing, right? So like a really large effect size, you might say that there's a medication that cures a disease, and you know a small effect might be there's a medication that marginally alleviates some symptom or whatever, right? You know, effect size. For the ivermectin stuff, let's say that the average duration of COVID-19 was 14 days. If there would have been a really big study that came out, and said, we've looked at ivermectin and we've seen that ivermectin, if administered at the correct time, can reduce the time spent sick by about a day, from like 14 to 13 days on average, that actually might be believable, right? Because if so much research exists and it's missing something, likely the thing that's being missed, unless there's some huge flaw in the study, in like all the design or whatever, probably the thing being missed is a very small effect size. It's unlikely that there's this huge body of research that's missing something that has a massive impact. It has a great magnitude, it has a huge effect size. It's highly, highly, highly unlikely. So when you were having these people that were looking at all of these like prospective RCTs, double blind, that showed no effect whatsoever, and then you get these retrospective dog shit studies that come and say, actually, ivermectin 100% effective prophylactic. How could you possibly have an effect size that's so huge that's being missed by so many other researchers? And that's the issue with a lot of this voter fraud stuff too. If you look at it, you can kind of look at it in the same vein. You're telling me that all this huge voter fraud, hundreds of thousands of ballots worth of voter fraud existed. This effect size is huge. And every single person, every judge, every study, every video, every investigator, like all of these things are missing it. How is that possible, right? That's like one of the big, that should be like a huge clue that there's a lot of bullshit going on here. Somebody said, if you watch 2,000 Mules, do you think it'd be worth watching to understand the claims from it? I did watch it. It was a horrendously flawed idea. That's a 2,000 Meals is something that should have died on the concept floor. The way that film worked was they basically bought from, I think, advertisers or something, a whole bunch of cell phone data. And what they did was they looked at the paths that all of the different cell phone GPSs tracked in a city. And what they did is they tried to find drop boxes. And then what they did was they said, okay, well, we've identified some cell phones that cross through the paths of a lot of these drop boxes. And we think that those people are legally dropping ballots. That's it. That's it. That's 2,000 Mules. That's the extent, that's the entirety of what that film is about. So for a billion reasons, we can say why this methodology is beyond fucking retarded, right? It could be a person that literally just works at a place. It could just be literally a route that you drive to work. There's a trillion different reasons why this is such a stupid method of trying to ascertain, mules taking massive voter ballots. If you wanted to make this assertion, now they did do a second part kind of this documentary that could have maybe proved this. And what they did was they put cameras at some of these ballot boxes to check on people dropping off multiple ballots. Now, if they could have linked an individual that was dropping off multiple ballots to one of these cell phone things and then tracked him across multiple ballot boxes, then you have maybe a strong argument for voter fraud. But instead, they just recorded ballot boxes. They found people dropping off multiple ballots and said, oh, this guy's cheating, with no evidence. So little evidence, in fact, that some of the people that they accused of cheating, of dropping off, of ballot harvesting, sued them. And not only was this film eventually pulled, but I believe that some people, there was like a black guy that was just dropping 4 ballots off, I think, for his family. Mark Anderson? Was this it? Or Mark Andrews? Fuck. I should look these lawsuits up. Was it this? Like, it's literally this guy drops off, I think he's like 4 or 5 ballots, and they say in the film, like, what are the chances that there are 4 or 5 voters that he's dropping ballots off for? And it's like, wait, what? What? Wait, maybe it's literally just for his family. Wait, what? Yeah, it was like, it's actually wild how stupid, how retarded the methodology for this film was. It's like so stupid. It's so dumb. Like, you didn't even need to test this to know how stupid the methodology was for trying to figure out if there's actually any real voter fraud going on here. It was so dumb. I'm curious, how do these court cases turn out? I don't want to read through these whole fucking cases. Andrews versus D'Souza. Are these like ongoing, or? This is October 2nd, 2023. Oh, this is still in court, I'm guessing. So in 2003, it is proceeding to discovery. Ooh, I'm so curious. I want to see so much what comes out of discovery for this. It hasn't happened yet. But anyway, yeah, just dog shit. It was a dog shit. I don't want to say it was a bad film, because it's not even like this was a dead idea on arrival. Like, as soon as they had the idea for this, someone's like, hey, this is probably not even a good way to figure out if voter fraud is. I was so stupid.
In Georgia, your Secretary of State, who I can't believe this guy's a Republican. He loves recording telephone conversations. You know, that was I thought it was a great conversation, personally. So did a lot of people love that conversation because it says what's going on. These people are crooked. They're 100%, in my opinion, one of the most corrupt between your governor and your Secretary of State. And now you have it again last night. Just take a look at what happened. What a mess. And the Democrat Party operatives entered into an illegal and unconstitutional settlement agreement that drastically weakened signature verification and other election security procedures. Stacey Abrams, she took them to lunch. And I beat her 2 years ago with a bad candidate, Brian Kemp. But the Democrats took the Republicans to lunch because the Secretary of State had no clue what the hell was happening. Unless he did have a clue. That's interesting. Maybe he was with the other side. But we've been trying to get verifications of signatures in Fulton County. They won't let us do it.
The same Fulton County thing he's brought up a billion times.
The only reason they
Well.
What's good?
You gonna show me your ways? Oh wait.
Need to stream.
Hold on. 1 second. Wrong output.
Share my screen.
Hello?
Yeah.
What up?
Good.
What are you up to, huh? Show me how it's done.
Well, very clearly World War II.
Nope. I
This
can
is German.
influence this. I can add pressure right now. Let's go.
I don't know why there's a mannequin.
Question now.
I'd say this is definitely German.
Definitely
But
German.
it's like a rural area. I wouldn't say this is like a established city surrounding. So, like, I wouldn't say it's Berlin or
No, definitely not.
probably one of these smaller ones around somewhere. I wish I spoke German so I could know what these signs are doing. It's either I don't know.
They're just location names, right?
Location names, but like there might I don't know what this is here. Like this could be specified intent for what they're doing. Like I don't know.
Well, it says Adolf Hitler. Pasta.
Oh, I know what that means.
You don't know what Adolf Hitler is?
Oh, I know what that is.
Oh, okay.
Probably like
It's Adolf Hitler Street.
This is the other like big bolded one here. I'll say this. I doubt it's Hamburg or anything. I'll click over here. Click that. Then what? World War II ended 45.
Mm-hmm.
Any of these on here? There's Duisburg. Oh, there's Dusseldorf right there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Nice.
uh, looks like Russia. Uh, uh, probably in the 70s.
Yep, yep. Could also be Ukraine, you know. That time. Who knows?
Trying to throw me off. I don't know. Whenever I see stuff like this, I just guess the capital. So I'm probably just gonna send Moscow.
Hmm.
My bum ass could find where it is. I don't know. Be a little naive. I don't. Oh,
Could be St. Petersburg, right?
I can't discern anything from that. Yeah, I'll just say Moscow. Dead center of Moscow, 1970.
All right, dude.
No fucking way. See, I'm telling you, dude. Guess capitals and you always win.
For me, I was looking at this. I was like, this doesn't look built up enough to be Moscow. This looks like it could be St. Petersburg, you know?
The fuck is this thing?
Sadly, I know where this is. I was like, could be like a neighboring state.
I'm about to just plop it dead center in the U.S. Just from photo
Wait, do
quality,
you not know
zooming
what it
in.
is? Maybe I gave it away. This could have been Europe too.
This is a telescope.
Yeah. What? Which one?
Uh, that was the hold on.
Who knows one?
Was it James Webb?
True.
Fuck you, man.
Not wrong.
Where do they do that? That was
Almost have a perfect score, by the way.
oh, NASA does their launches. Well, well, do
Where
they
does
develop
Russia?
things elsewhere?
Hmm.
Do they develop things and then do launches elsewhere? Oh, this is a telescope, so it doesn't really, you
Mm-hmm.
know. Uh,
We should have a camera on you and see if you're like on your phone right now.
oh, I can turn my webcam on, but I don't want it on stream.
True.
That's fine.
What are you thinking right now?
Uh, part part of me wants to say Florida.
Boredom? Hmm. Could it be in your backyard?
My backyard. Is that what you just said?
Yeah.
So it's Alabama. Why'd you tell me, man? Like that's no fun. So it's Alabama. Okay.
Could be. I don't know. Maybe I'm throwing you off. Yeah.
Definitely not Birmingham. Ain't nothing going on there. Oh, you want like a clear range
Wait,
for a
nothing
telescope
going
right
on
there.
there? Birmingham is huge.
Dude.
Why nothing is going on there?
Well, nothing going on there, as in there's no telescope in Birmingham.
Well, yeah, your backyard could also be like a different state.
I feel like you're backpedaling because you realize you gave it to me and you're scared. Let's go Huntsville.
Maybe. Yep. Maybe you figured me out.
What was this, 2010? This photo screams 2010 because you can't zoom in on it.
2010?
Without, not losing the resolution like that. It screams 2010.
I mean, people could use any kind of
2008,
camera.
2010, 2008, These kinds of photos were popular in magazines around that era too. Still are, but
Okay,
they're mostly
dude.
digital
These
now.
were popular in magazines. My ass.
Well, like
bro.
Time magazine photos and shit, yeah.
Oh.
Like 2008 maybe.
How-
Like
how
now,
mu-
like
how-
it's
how-
at higher quality, and then they're also digital on websites and shit. What were you gonna say?
do you actually read Time magazine news?
I
Magazines, I mean.
used to. I had my school used to give us subscriptions throughout. I want to say middle to high school, but I haven't recently.
I never read a magazine. All right, well,
I'm gonna say.
you might be
Well, I
right.
said. I'm gonna go 2009. Go middle ground between 2008 and 2010.
Looks like I'm losing this one.
You shouldn't have told me shit. I was actually gonna go Florida because don't they launch in Florida? Like what, like Cape Canaveral? Is that it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was gonna click this right here.
Nope. And man, they launched in like 2020. I was thinking like maybe 2018, 2017.
Do
But-
not have any. Oh, is this Norway?
How do you know it's Norway? You study the flags? Fucking nerd.
Yeah, I had a geography teacher that was really anal about this. She was I don't know, she was kind of an asshole because instead of actually teaching us, we had dedicated days where she would force us to memorize maps of different continents, and then the next day she would test us all, and we'd have to basically write down as many countries as we could remember. And if we got them wrong, obviously our grade suffered. I don't know why we were just being graded on straight up memory tests.
In one day?
And this would just happen. What was that?
From one day to the
Is it?
next?
Yeah. And so we learned all of Africa, we learned all of Europe. Obviously, yeah, she kind of just assumed we would know the states, so she didn't teach it to us. She just gave us the test for it.
Well,
And then
lucky you.
and then it's not lucky. And then she would just after she had taught it to us and she tested us on it randomly throughout the rest of the school year, she would just pop those tests randomly and see if we could remember. Fucking asshole. Same with flags and everything. Where the hell is Norway?
She prepped you for this moment. You didn't even know it. You didn't even know how lucky you were, how grateful you should have been at the time.
Well, I don't place any stake in this. Yeah, so like as you can see, I don't know where Norway is. I've lost it.
You don't know where Norway is? What the?
It's next to Sweden, right? Oh, I'm blind. What's the capital of Norway?
No idea.
Is it Oslo? Which one's bold? Which one appears when I'm zoomed out? That's the capital.
That's a very interesting strat here. I should use
Yeah,
that one.
I do that a lot. I do that a lot.
Does it work for states too?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, fuck.
It should. I know the capitals of most states, anyways, but.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you can rely on that. Year.
Get to know.
This is like It's like a photo border.
Damn.
So I'd say older than 50s. Kind of
Yeah, yeah.
dressed.
Like fucking Sherlock Holmes, motherfuckers.
What was that? That was like 1927. When was Sir Arthur Conan Doyle alive? He looks out of
Hold
place
on,
somehow.
imposter. What the hell?
Yeah, he looks like we advanced like 20 years in the same picture.
The beards, they're dead giveaway.
Yeah, the beard's like 30s, 20s, 30s. I want to say like 1925. Middle ground. I don't know how close that it would be. I kind of want to narrow it down a little more because normally I don't go. I either just go like a solid year, like 1930, 1940, instead of like trying to guess a specific year.
No. I feel like you're gonna get a 48K or something like that. It's gonna be your best one yet. What was your best one?
You can. I think I sent it to you. Let me scroll. This is a 45,000, maybe a 48,000. That's a
48.
46,000. Yeah, 48. 4850. 48,500. Okay. Yeah. No newspaper stand. Okay. Say this was. I locked it in already. Oslo. Are these locations? I doubt it.
Give it a
The
good
photo
look.
border.
Give it a good look.
The photo border makes me think it's older.
Yeah, does look a little older, huh?
Like this is like a slide or something. Have you seen those like cylindrical like photo wheel things? They're kind of like Are they drum magazines? What are like the disc ones?
Discs. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, like those photo projectors. This looks like one of those slides.
Yeah. But I feel like I don't know. I've seen more of those in like 2006. So it's not
Well,
gonna
it's
tell
still
you too
old
much.
technology. It feels older than I think it is. Like I don't know. I think 1910 is saying too much.
No. Might be the first black and white picture ever made.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What they have before that, color?
Alright. They fucking put their hand on the wall in the caves, you know, and blew some paint on their hands.
1917.
1917. Look at you, fucking try hard.
This is Trump's inauguration.
Nope.
Obama was never seen with this nigga after this. It has to be.
Yeah. One time they
District
shook
of
hands.
Columbia.
This is what like
Nick.
peaceful transfer of power looks like.
I
Unlike
actually
what
like.
happened
There
in
it is.
2021.
Where the hell's the coordinate? The inauguration take place at the White House. Is it here? I'd imagine this photo is here in 2017. I almost clicked make guess by accident.
Do you remember what? Never mind.
Do I remember what?
Nothing.
Oh.
Hmm.
Is the inauguration at the White House like this?
I don't know.
Is it somewhere else? I don't know. I'm close enough. I'm in DC. It doesn't really matter, but
Or
whatever. Oh, well,
try hard.
I might try hard.
No, I'm just kidding. Oh, that's good. Oslo, I didn't know the flags. What else? That's it. Oslo. Oh, Moscow. I was like, wasn't built up enough. I was like Saint Petersburg. But this today was kind of easy. I feel like
I don't count this one.
Alabama was a little.
I would have gotten
gimme.
that wrong. There was no way for me to discern where that was just based on that picture you gave that to me.
But you was maybe only had like minus 500 or something like that on that.
What'd you get?
44.
No.
But you know, all right. Well, good shit. Good shit. Yeah. I wish you more team projects in school. 'Cause I hate you.
Yeah.
So
I
fuck
do.
you.
I'm telling you, man. All you got to do is scroll back and look at the capital, and you win.
Yeah. Huh.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, GG's. Good stuff.
Have a good one, man.
Have a good night. Peace.
Is because we'll find things in the hundreds of thousands. Why wouldn't they let us verify signatures in Fulton County, which is known for being very corrupt? They won't do it. They go to some other county where you would live. I said, that's not the problem. The problem is Fulton County, home of Stacey Abrams. She did a good job. I congratulate her, but it was done in such a way that we can't let this stuff happen. We won't have a country if it happens. As a result, Georgia's absentee ballot rejection rate was more than 10 times lower than previous levels because the criteria was so off. 48 counties in Georgia with thousands and thousands of votes rejected 0 ballots. There wasn't 1 ballot. In other words, in a year in which more mail-in ballots were sent than ever before and more people were voting by mail for the first time, the rejection rate was drastically lower than it had ever been before. The only way this can be explained is if tens of thousands of illegitimate votes were added to the tally. That's the only way you can explain it. By the way, you're talking about tens of thousands. If Georgia had merely rejected the same number of unlawful ballots as in other years, there should have been approximately 45,000 ballots rejected, far more than what we needed to win, just over 11,000.
All right. Do I change the sense in this game? Or do I? Maybe I do. Sensitivity. 0.32. Yeah. 200. 1600. Okay. Is 1800. 1800. Gun. Echo sensitivity too low or hip fire. Min is 10. We'll just or min. Controls. It is 10. Okay. Well, what if we do 1600 dpi? 1,000. 1,000. Because what are we doing? We are on a different planet. Oh no, we jumped into a portal, I think. Chasing the friends. Also, I don't know if I'm gonna have it this slow. Demonic intrusion in progress. Ground security compromise. Proceed to observation deck and destroy Trader Psyker. Dude, why does it freeze so much? Dodge that leg up. if these things made more sound, the projectiles. Bro! Oh, I hit myself. God, you hitting S path throwing something. What the? No. Blame the game, don't blame the player. Secrets, can I find them? This feels like a trap. Dude, I cannot move. No. crazy. No, I was fucking felt. Bring ray of promethium fall, analyzing promethium weight, impurity, something. I don't want to grab any of the health yet. Got to pop up later. Bro, not again. So floaty. Oh, interesting. There's more here. Why is that? I mean, other than that one, or a secret in that box. Is there also something over here? Conjugating route. Key. I shouldn't have grabbed that right away. Could have been more efficient. What did we enable? Store. Continue upward trajectory. Yeah, 3 of 7. Right above reserve bulkhead loopers. So are we on a ship or are we not? Can't tell. I feel like there's too much lava to be on a ship. But bulkhead means I think ship, right? Like a ship front. The front underside, I think is the bulkhead. Google that real quick. Bulkhead. Is fore and aft bulkheads. A bulkhead is an upright wall within the hull. Also, did you see how long it took me? Oh, sorry, I didn't read your shit. My bad. You should learn the flags and land masses and be able to approximate dates based on pixel density. I feel like I'm pretty decent on dates. I just throw the locations a lot. You should also be able to recognize languages. Languages I have down pretty good, pretty decently. But the flags, I think the flags would help me the most. Knowing some more flags, especially European ones, and then Middle East. Also, did you see how long it took me? Yeah, you know, I think longer so I can find more ways to fuck it up. You know, find more options that I can reason out of the, because for example, I knew it was Alabama. I'm like, oh, the James Webb Telescope was Alabama. But then I was like, but like maybe they're shipping it around a little bit. I don't know why I didn't just click on Alabama. I guess it just looked like too. I don't know. Anyways. So then I went for Georgia, like right next to Alabama. I was like, maybe it's somewhere over here. Your hairline is slowly beginning to mirror the golden ratio. I feel like my hairline is not receding as much anymore. It used to, like, it was pretty bad. I'm taking like the droplets for the hair, like Nestride and Minoxidil. I think that's that. I have been for like the last 4 months. I feel like it's okay. It definitely made the hair growth a little stronger, but it will never bring your hair back. I just stop it from, or slow it down from spreading. My hair's a mess. Yeah, it's better than no hair. Although no hair at all is probably better than some hair. Like a golden rule. Have it all or take it all off. Alright, what is a bulkhead? Okay, a bulkhead is an upright wall within the hull of a ship with a purpose to increase the structural rigidity of the vessel and divide functional areas into cargo holds. Okay, so is it just rooms, inner rooms or bulkheads? Fore and aft bulkheads. Okay, looks like it. Okay, just basically each one of these, huh? Or is it the wall itself? Hold on. Where was it? What was the other one? Bulkheads. The bulkhead's an upright wall. Okay, just the walls. Okay. Wait, what? Oh, I think I know. I was like, man, why do I have so much armor? I think it's because of the secret I picked up. Are there any other secrets here? Any of these pipes? Maybe in the lobby. Good night, my dude. Can't wait for the new season. Guys weren't there, right? They just spawned on me. No. to die. I try not to die at all, and I just died there. I cannot shoot. Dude, what am I getting hit by? What am I getting hit? What am I getting hit by? I have 6 health now. I just got, I see nothing. There's no one around me. There's no shots. I just have no health now. I got hit 4 times behind this single wall. That one I can tell. Why is there so much shit? Worse is these fuckers pre-fight. We are already shooting. past all enemies, and that's where you find the health. Good one. Okay, we're missing one secret. It's gonna be the wall, secret wall. There are barely any like explosive weapons in this. Like there was no plasma gun. No grenade launcher. Okay. Let's leave. And let's load. Wait, I didn't mean to load like that. I meant to save. Wait. Am I like really far away? 50%. We're missing 1 kill. Alright. Jeez, good night. Peace out. The heretics have taken control of one of the crowns from Nephium Pregnant. The holy fuel must flow unimpeded.